Rachel with Pineapple Papers, and I'm super excited to be up on the Spiegelmom Scraps channel today. So today I have a super fun layout and I love it, and even my husband was impressed, so that tells you something. So I am starting out with this picture of my daughter. And so we were at like a swimming hole, and she put some water and sand in this bottle. Yeah, there were like little orange worms that we were swimming with. So hence her face, but I decided to make a really pretty layout about it instead. So what I am doing is I am just making some paper layers with some scraps that I have in my scrap bin, and I have that floral, and that was actually cut from a calendar that I had. So that's kind of where the colors came from. So I love layers. I love paper layers, and I decided it would be super fun to do some extra layers in sequins. So I am actually poking holes around each of the paper layers, and then I am going to take this kind of mustardy yellow embroidery floss, and I am only going to take 2 of the strands, and I am going to sew on some of these sequins, and these are the lovey-dovey sequins from August. And they are just gorgeous, and they totally match with these colors that I had picked out. So I am just showing you how I do a little bit of the sewing, and then I will go off screen and spend some time with the family in front of the TV and sew the rest. So here you can see that that is all done and absolutely gorgeous. Now I also did the centers of the flowers with a couple of sequins as well to give them a little pop. So now I am going to trim off the branding strip, and I am going to get this bow on here. It's going to make it on here. I don't know where. But it's going to be somewhere. Like, I really thought it needed to be down there on the florals. It didn't. So it's going to land up there in the top. And then I am using this Cocoa Vanilla Endless Summer sticker sheet. And I'm going to add a floral cluster, as well as some butterflies, a heart, and a phrase that says "live in the sunshine." And then I've pretty much killed that sticker sheet, so that makes me feel pretty good. There are a couple of arrows on there as well, so I get all of those on. I do pop up one wing with some foam tape to give some dimension to both of those butterflies. And here I get this fun tape from my friend, and I realized it was strips. I was so excited, but that's not what I wanted it for because I'm not making a shaker pocket with this one. But I will be making shaker pockets in the future, and I am going to use those. So I just have some regular fun foam that I trim and just add to the back of that sticker. So while I am doing that, make sure that you head over to the Facebook group, and which is Spread the Sparkle, and the Instagram page. There is tons and tons of inspiration there. And then you can check back to the Spiegelmom Scraps channel. There's always videos being posted here as well. Now, when you go over to the shop, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. So the newsletter is the Sunday Sparkler, and it shows up in your email every Sunday. And I'm always super excited when it does, because there are such cool things in there. So usually there is a free cut file, and it works for Silhouette as well as Cricut. And it's super easy to use. I know a lot of our a lot of the time when you have a Cricut, it's hard to do cut files, but I have not had any trouble because I have a Cricut. And then if there's any sales, they're posted in there, and sometimes there is some layouts that could be yours. So they do some highlighted, so make sure that when you are posting anything with your Spiegelmom Scrap sequins that you are using the hashtags or tagging Spiegelmom Scraps on Instagram or Facebook, so we can see the amazing things you are doing with the sequins as well, and we can recognize you. So while I was talking about that, I didn't do a ton of things. I added 2 speech bubbles from Heidi Swap, one that says love this and one that says dream, which is so funny because this is really about a worm. I added a banner that says remember this, and I added some moths. I figure, you know, this is about worms, so the bugs totally work, right? Like, I think the bugs work. I add a couple of enamel dots, and then I am going to pull these. These were from Paige Evans, Truly Grateful, and I'm going to put yes. So it says yes, remember this, and then I will add the rest of my title here in a little bit with another font. So I grabbed a couple of these Pink Fresh wood pieces because they're the perfect green. So one says point of view, and then there's a couple of hexagons. I'm looking to see if any of the colors of the flags work, and they don't. So these are the thickers that I am going to do the rest of my title with. So my title is going to be Yes, Remember This Worm. Which again is kind of funny because it's such a beautiful layout. So it was funny. So when I was working on this and sitting watching TV with my husband, he's like, why are you hand stitching that? He's like, that's what I bought you a sewing machine before. And I was like, yeah, but you can't put sequins on if you don't hand stitch it. He was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. Like, and for him to say something, I felt pretty good about myself. So that is pretty much going to do it for my worm layout. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. There will be a link to the shop in the description box. So make sure you head over there. You can use my code Crystal15 to save 15% on your order. Anything but the pre-orders, because those are already at a discounted price. So that's going to do it. Remember to wear your crown. We'll see you next time. Bye.